Alright my friends, so in the last video we have talked about content tags and what is the benefit of using each one here individually. So it is time for us to talk about the second type of tags, which is really amazing and they are really straightforward to understand. So I'm gonna open a new slide and here we have it. So the second type of tags, which is the container tags. Okay, we have tags that they do not add anything to the content, to the user, to the web page, let's say. But the only benefit that we can use from these tags, it is to organize our web page. And we are going to see the benefit of them here in this area. So the first one is a section. We can use the section tag, and here is the syntax. I'm not going to repeat it because it's really boring for you and for me to keep repeating the structure, which is really straightforward. We have just to add the tag name between these two stuff. However, let's see the benefit of the section tag in a real world example. Okay, now here for example we have this thing right here. Or let me, you know what I'm going to do, I just need to open Google Chrome for one main reason, okay? Because I have a specific tool that I want to show you that will make our job much easier. So yeah, here we have it. Now here is, for example, this section right here called the About section. Now as a quick note, that in most of the websites you will see the title of the section on the top here and somewhere in the section. So just let me open the rule. Okay, I really have it right here. Okay, it is not working. Why is that? Okay, however, let's forget about that. Now here we have this section right here. Okay, that is really specific to let's say some amount of information. Now what do I mean by that? For example, if you go to a market or you to go to a mall or anything like that, you will see that what they are doing, they are dividing the market to a specific or to a small parts. So we as a users, we as a consumers can get to our goal easily. For example, let's say that if I want to go to a mall or a market, I want to buy clothes, or I want to buy food, or I want to buy anything else, sweets, whatsoever. Now once I reach there, I will see that there are a parts, or there are a section for each thing that they are selling. For example, we have the foods part, we have the foods, let's say, or we have the sweets department, we have the clothes department, and so on. We are following the exact same structure in the web field. We are dividing our website into subsections so the user can easily understand our website and he easily can reach to the stuff that they want. For example, here I have the About section. The About section is only responsible for displaying information about our company, right? Here we have, for example, our experts, our team. This section right here is only responsible for let's say displaying information that is relevant, or that is relevant to our team, the people who work in the company. Here we have, for example, some, let's say, products or whatsoever. Here we have this section right here that is really related, for example, to let's say a tour. If your website about tours and stuff like that, we have some examples, okay, of our website. And here on the top we have the header. I'm gonna talk about it in a second. So as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, that one will explain the first part, which is using sections to divide the whole website into subsections. However, we have the subsection right here, which is using the div tag, and here is the structure. Now let's see the benefit of using the div right here. The difference between the div and the section right here is that section we are using it to divide the entire website. Okay, so a website, it's a group of sections. Okay, now section, it's a group of divs. Okay, so we can use the div to divide our section into subsections. So let me show you here, for example, this one right here, our expert area right here. So we can see, for example, the first one here, for example, Marcos, or they all have the exact same name. However, we have the first here, the first developer in the team. I can wrap it inside a div because this is really a block of information. The same thing for our second user, or the same thing for our last user. So each one here individually can be a div because it is really specific to itself. Okay, so our expert is a section, and each expert right here, it's a div. Okay, and here is the exact same thing. We have here, it is the whole section, and each one of these boxes are a div. Make sense? And let's go here. We have this is a section. Okay, and here is a div, and here is a div. Here is a div, and here is a div, and you get the idea. And let me show you the last one, for example, with the header. It's really clear. We have this video right here. Okay, it's a div, and we have each one here of these images. The second one, it's not showing for some reasons, internet reasons, whatever. And here we have the first one is a div, and here is a div. So as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, the div, it is really a specific part of a section. All right, now let's talk about the last one here, which has it is the page parts. Okay, this has to be in the first area, but now let's go ahead and talk about this one here. Okay, in any website we have only three main parts. We have the header, the main, and the footer. Okay, let me show you that in action. So header, main, and footer. If we open our website, the area that will load up in your face once you open any website without any scrolling. Okay, so these are the stuff that you can see once you open any website without any scrolling. Okay, so this is the header part. Okay, so this is the header part for any website, and as soon as you finish your header, okay, it's about here. This is called the main area of the website, and it will be from here all the way to the last part of the website, which is right here. Okay, so the header is anything that we can see when we open the website without any scrolling. Okay, the main area starts from the end of the header all the way to the start of the last section here. Okay, now this black area that you can see here, it is called the footer. So we have the header, which is anything that we can see without any scrolling once we open any website. The main start from the end of the footer, and it will end once we start the footer. Okay, so the main start once we end our header and before we begin with our footer. And the last area, it is the footer. All right, my friends. So we have understood that a header, it is the area that we can see once we open a website without any scrolling. The main area, it is start with the end of our header and before we begin with our footer. The footer, it is the last area of our website. And we have understood that sections are, let's say, the pieces or the big pieces that will we can put together to make a website. And we have understood that a section, it's a group of divs. So these are the container tags, and once we put them together with the content tags that we have learned about previously, then we are gonna get a great result. So as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, that was our lesson. In the next video, we are gonna take the last thing that we have to master inside HTML. So see you in that one.